And you will notice that, again, you have the exact same 3 steps. Step 1, every single time is what, friends?
Write the formula.
Write the formula. Step 2 is going to be what? Plug in your numbers. And then finally, step 3.
Solve line by line.
Yep, we're going to solve it. We're going to break it apart piece by piece, line by line. Okay? So what I want everyone to do in their math journals right now is write out the formula. Okay? It's A equals base 1 plus base 2 times height divided by 2. Okay? So I want to talk to you about the reason why this is the formula that we have. Okay, so I have a trapezoid here. I have a trapezoid here. It has 4 sides, okay? It has a short side on the top, long one on the bottom, and notice that they are across from each other. And then the height, in your book, or in your assignment, most of the time the height is going to be in the middle of it, demonstrated with like dotted lines. And it's actually where you're going to see a right angle, okay? That's what's going to tell you what the height is. So I'm going to write the height over here for the height, okay? So H for height. We're going to call the top one base 1, the bottom one is going to be base 2. And so your formula, let me zoom out a little bit. So your formula is going to be area equals base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. Okay? And so let me tell you why this is going to be our formula. So what we're basically doing is we are going to take our trapezoid and we're going to make 2 of them. We're going to flip it. So that way we're adding the long side, the base 2 plus the base 1. And what is this new shape right here that was made?
Parallelogram.
Yeah, so we just made a parallelogram. So we're going to take base 2 and base 1, we're going to add them up. We're going to multiply it by the height, okay? So we're going to find the area of this parallelogram, but are we trying to find the area of a parallelogram? No. We're trying to find the area of a trapezoid. And so then at the end, just like with a triangle, we're going to divide it by 2 because we want to just find the area of one trapezoid, okay? So in our math journals, let's go ahead and fill this in now that you guys understand kind of why that's the formula that we're using, okay? So in your math journal, zoom in, let's go ahead and draw a trapezoid, okay? So here's my trapezoid. My base 1 is going to be at the top, base 2 is going to be at the bottom, and I'm going to have my height in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and list, I'm going to go ahead and put in my measurement. So my base 1 is 5 centimeters, my base 2 is 9 centimeters, and my height is 3 centimeters, okay? All right. So we're ready to solve this. We have all the information we need. We're ready to solve it. Step 1 every single time is going to be what, friends?
Write the formula.
Good. We're going to write the formula. So my formula is that the area of the trapezoid equals base 1 plus base 2 times height divided by 2. Okay? Now, step 2 is going to be what? Tell your partner what step 2 is. Yeah, so let's go ahead and plug in the numbers. Do we know what A equals? No, we're trying to solve for what the area is, right? Yeah. And then what is my base 1?
5
centimeters. Good. Plus, what is my base 2? 9. Good. And then what is my height? 3 centimeters. And then we're going to divide it by 2. All right? So, order of operation tells me, what should I be solving first? Can I do 9 times 3? No. What should I be solving first? Tell your partner what you should be solving, what we're going to solve for first. Hey. What am I going to solve first? Everyone tell me. Parentheses. Yeah. So let's solve what's in the parentheses. 5 plus 9 is going to give me what?
14.
14, good. And notice how I'm not just going to do the math in my head and do 14 times 3. I'm actually going to take it apart piece by piece, line by line. So I took care of my 5 plus 9, and that gives me 14, and then I'm going to bring everything else down. I'm going to bring my times 3 and divided by 2 down onto my next line, so I'm ready to solve. Okay, what's the next thing I'm going to solve? Area equals, what am I going to do next? Multiply 14 times 3, okay? And I don't know what 14 times 3 is. So I'm going to do some math. 3 times 4 is what?
12.
3 times 1?
3.
Plus 1?
4.
Okay, so there's 4. So my 14 times 3 equals what, friends?
42.
Yeah, so 42. And then we're going to divide it by 2. We're just going to bring our number straight down. And then finally I'm left with is area equals, what's 42 divided by 2?
21.
21, good job. So the area equals 21 what?
Centimeters cubed.
Centimeters squared. Okay. So you guys should be at a point right now that since we've been working on geometry all week, that you're feeling more comfortable with the idea of I need to find what my values are, plug them in, and then solve it. Okay. So that's the first part of your assignment. The second part, just like every day this week, you are going to be given the area to start with, and then you're going to be asked to find a missing variable. So the area of this trapezoid is going to be 76 feet squared. And so I'm going to go ahead and draw my trapezoid. And my base 1 is going to be 12 feet. My base 2 is going to be 7 feet. And I need to solve for what my height is. Okay? Okay. So just like what we do every single day, step 1 is going to be what, friends?
Plug in the formula.
Write the formula. Write the formula. Okay. So my formula here is A equals what? Base 1 plus. Hi, class. Base 2 times H divided by 2. Okay. Isaac and Logan, thank you for your help. Move up, or dojo up, or whatever you guys are doing. Up. Okay. So let's go ahead and solve this. Do I know what my area equals?
Yes.
Absolutely. What is it?
76.
Good. So it's 76. And do I know what my base 1 is?
Yes.
What is my base 1?
12.
12. Do I know what my base 2 is?
Yes.
What is it?
7.
7. Good. And then do I know what my height is?
No.
Nope. So I'm just going to leave my h in. And then I'm going to divide it by what?
2.
2. Good. So just like we've been doing all week, we're going to ask ourselves the same question. Who is my awkward person? H. Who is hanging out with H?
2.
2 and, oh, well we have parentheses, so we need to find out who else is hanging out with H because we want to solve that parentheses. So let's solve for the parentheses and then ask ourselves the question again. So we're going to say 76 equals, hey, what is 12 plus 7?
19.
19, good, times H divided by 2. And then we're ready to ask ourselves the question again. Who's our awkward person?
19.
H is the awkward person. Who's hanging out with H? 19 and 2. Now, who do we want to move? We have to move both, but who do we want to move? Raise your hand if you want to move 19 first. Raise your hand if you want to move 2 first. Cool, let's move 2. How are 2 and H hanging out? Division. What is the opposite?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. So we're going to do it to the right side of the equal sign and then to the left side of the equal sign. On the right side, it's going to cancel out. On the left side, let's go ahead and solve it. 2 times 6 is what?
12.
12. Carry my 1. 2 times 7?
14.
14 plus 1.
15.
Okay, so I have 152 equals. Did I do anything with my 19 yet?
No.
Nope, so I'm going to bring it down. Did I do anything with my H?
No.
Nope, so I'm going to bring it down. So I have 19 times H. Again, who's my awkward person? H. Who's hanging out with H?
19.
19. How are they hanging out?
Multiplication.
What's the opposite of multiplication?
Division.
Division. So we're going to divide both the left side and the right side by 19. Okay, we're going to be left with h. And you know what? I don't know what 152 divided by 19 is. So let's go ahead and figure it out. 152 divided by 19. How many times can 19 go into 1? 0. How many times can 19 go into 5? 0. Uh-oh. How many times can 19 go into 152? I don't know. So I'm going to give you 15 seconds to come up with a logical guess with your partner. Talk about it with your partner and people sitting by you. Okay, I need all eyes up here in 3, 2, 1, and 0. Show me on your fingers. I need everyone right now. Show me on your fingers. What is a logical guess in the mind of you and your partner? What would be a logical guess? I'm looking around. I'm seeing some 6s, 7s, 8s. Okay. Yeah, they're good guesses. Like you wouldn't want to say, oh yeah, 2. It's totally 2. That's not a logical choice. So let's go ahead and try a couple. Let's try a couple and see. Let's start with a 6 and see if we're close. So let's do 19 times 6. 6 times 9 is what?
54.
54. 6 times 1 is what?
6.
6 plus 1? Or 6 plus 5? 11. 114 and then 152. Is that close? It's kind of close. Could I be closer?
Yeah.
Yeah? So should I try a 7 or should I try 8?
8.
I'm hearing both. Let's try 8. Let's try 8. So we're going to do 19 times 8. 8 times 9 is what?
72.
72. 8 times 1?
8.
8 plus 7?
15.
15. Ooh, look at that. Is that close?
Yeah.
It's kind of exact, right? So 8 times 19 is going to give me 152. So I know that h is going to equal 152 what? Feet. Is it feet squared or is it just feet?
Feet.
Just feet, because it's not for the area, we're finding the height of our trapezoid, okay? So friends, today, as you are working on this assignment,
Isn't it 8? It's not 52.
I'm just kidding. I'm testing you.
I'm like,
I look at it.
I'm treating up my lunch. I'm sorry. You're totally right. It's 8. Just kidding. Okay. H equals what?
8.
8 feet. Oh, you guys are so smart. Good job. Okay. So H equals 8 feet.
That's fun to say.
It is fun to say. I would say H equals 8.
H equals 8.
It was pretty good. Okay, I still need everyone back with me in 5. Back with me in 4, 3, Emiliano, 2, 1, and 0. Thanks, friends. Okay, so today when you are working on your assignment, please make sure that you guys are following these steps. I promise you if you do, you will be fine. Write out your formula, plug in your numbers, solve it line by line, piece by piece. Thank you, Taya.